Alrighty
Let's
then.
begin.
Well, in that case, hello everyone, how do you do?
Oh,
Hello.
We are back talking about, hopefully, the second half of Batman v Superman. And hopefully we'll keep it to under 3 hours this time around.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But, yeah, don't really have much of a preamble because we already got what we watched over the past week last time round. So how's about we just jump right onto it and get this done?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Fantastic. So, basically, where we left off was Lois is trying to find out where Clark is, and it turns out that he is hanging around on her balcony. They have a wonderful conversation about his place in the world, questioning what he is doing, if it is what he even wants to do in the first place, and if Superman was just a dream of a farmer from Kansas. So he's less than positive at this particular point in time in the film, and Lois is trying to say, hey, it's all cool. You are the Superman. It's fine. You can do it, bro. So, yeah, after he admits that probably needs some time to sort things out, he leaves.
He does. He do the flyaway thing where he was like, you might want to take a few steps back in Man of Steel, and now it's just like, bye.
It's like, well, if you get caught up in the shock wave, you should know.
It's like, alright, I'm out. It's just like, I'm out. Bye.
I know, it's mental how that was the only time where he actually specified, better get a bit further away from me as I take off. Like, never again
now
has
he's
that ever
just
been
like-
mentioned.
Yeah. The rest of the time he's just like, bye.
It's like, good luck.
It's like, I warned you the once. You don't need to be warned again.
Yeah. I expect you to learn. But-
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, like, this scene in isolation, I really don't have an issue with, and, like,
Nope.
What about you guys?
It serves its purpose. It gives us like, oh look, Superman is like genuinely feeling bad and questioning things, and it's good.
I agree.
It feels like a genuine conversation that someone would have with someone if they were having trouble with, well, anything really in their life. Because, you know, when you're with your partner and something's bothering you, as long as the relationship is healthy, you feel like you can go and talk to the other person.
Yeah, and this, especially considering this is right after the bombing at Capitol Building.
Yeah.
So,
So it makes sense that they'd have a conversation like that, like most people would. So it kind of makes it, like, it kind of helps the Superman-Lois relationship for me.
it's a humanizing moment.
Yes, I couldn't, like, think of the way to say that, so thank you.
You are welcome. So, next. Okay, so this is something that I wasn't too sure about whether it was canon or not, and it's something they introduced in this film. Lex Luthor needing Zod's fingerprints to get into the ship, and that was never something that was established beforehand, so don't know why it is a thing here. So I chalk it up to inconsistencies in the narrative.
Yeah, it's just like, I need fingerprints now.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
when in every prior instance it's always been the magical USB stick, but now apparently you need
Now
fingerprints.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the Flash.
It's the Flash,
Yep. It's
Yeah.
always the Flash.
the red fucker.
Beady bastard.
Oh
It's like Roadrunner.
my god, yeah. Poor Coyote.
Yeah.
I always feel sorry for the Coyote. I was like, you can get him next time, bro. I believe in you. I mean, fucker never does.
And he just never does. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the scene where he goes into the Kryptonian ship and asks to learn everything that has ever existed in terms of knowledge in the universe.
Yeah.
So this is basically the... Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just giggling because I just remembered the scene where it's like, would you like to know everything? Yes, I would.
yes, I would. I know. Like,
Like, what? It's just really funny to me.
I know, it's like, oh, would you like to take control of the ship? Yes, I would. Alrighty then, here you go. It's like, wow, it was that easy? Jeez.
Yeah.
So anyone can just walk in and be like, I wish to know everything. There you
I
go.
know, it's mental. And, like, not that Lex made sense to begin with, but it's from this point onwards where he just goes off the rails completely from a writing perspective, because motivation's all over the place, what he wants is all over the place, what he's doing's all over the place, so Lex Luthor just becomes Deus Ex Machina for the purpose of the plot from here on.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, hello, I'm here,
Like,
I'm back.
The script wants this to happen. That's cool. It was Lex all along. It's like, how? Reasons.
Yeah. Explain yourself, please.
Yeah, they don't. But
it
you know. Yeah, so...
I would say Lex Luthor is the biggest issue I have with this film.
Pretty much, yeah. I would have to agree with you there. He's my biggest issue with this film as well, because him being the villain really dampens the strength of the narrative.
Yeah.
So hard.
If it was a better actor, I feel like it would probably have been... I probably wouldn't have hated it as much.
My big issue is with the writing, but hell, if they got Bryan Cranston, I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Walter White playing Lex Luthor, hell yeah. But...
Yeah, that would have been a good choice.
But they went with a different angle, fair enough.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the biggest issue is the writing, and then I would say it's Jesse Eisenberg. But I think either way, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Better writing and better actor.
Or a different actor.
Yeah.
But
Just a different actor, because it's not like he's a bad actor, it's just not right for the part, I guess.
Jesse Eisenberg is good at Jesse Eisenberg roles. He's like Michael Cera. He can do Michael Cera really well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or Owen
I
Wilson.
get what you mean. Oh, yeah.
Wow. But,
Wow.
so this is the start of the setup where he's starting to figure out, oh my god, there are other ways I can try and kill Superman. Oh my goodness. So... fair enough, but this is also one of these.
As you do.
There's also one of the subplots where I think, alongside the Africa subplot, you could have just not had this, and it would not make too much of a difference. Well, I suppose you kind of need this because if you're wanting to have the Death of Superman arc, you kind of need this, but you know.
Yeah.
So for the purposes of the ending, you need this scene, but. Overall, if you move that to another film, what would you really be missing if you cut this subplot out of the film?
Not a lot, really.
I agree.
So, he decides to learn everything from the universe, which is fine. And now we get the workout scene.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Like, ripped Affleck, just ripping it up. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not sure how much pumping weights is going to do against Superman, but hey, you do you, I guess.
I know. Yes, watching it, like, I mean, you could try, but I don't think you're going to be able to stop him. I mean, go for it.
You're not going to win in an arm wrestle fight, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And then he starts carving the kryptonite into different weapons, and it's like, oh, he's preparing. Cool.
Yeah.
What I would have liked to have seen from this scene, more than him working out, is, well, have a bit of him working out, but more about him strategizing on how to beat Superman would have been far more interesting. Because
oh, yeah, definitely.
that's who Batman is, you know? It's like strategize, outplay the other player, and then beat him as hard as you can.
Yeah.
But we don't really...
I think...
Oh, yeah?
Sorry, go on.
No, like, I was just going to say that in this instance, whereas we've had a lot of investigation from Bruce Wayne, this would have behooved a lot in terms of the narrative to have the methodical aspect of Batman in terms of taking on a challenge.
I agree. I was thinking that maybe just like the butt, this was a matter of Ben Affleck saying, hey, I did all this, so you better show it.
Show me off, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, literally, just before we started recording this, I was thinking, I wonder if Ben Affleck's butt's gonna come up this time around. And I'm so glad you brought it up. Like, is the poster boy of these, what we watch, you know? It's like Harry and Ben Affleck's butt.
Yeah.
Oh.
The lore is expanded.
Oh my god, yeah. Ben Affleck's butt is part of the canon now. Oh. But, yeah, so I like that he's making different weapons, but it turns out that it's just the two different weapons, just the grenade capsules, or the smoke capsules, and the spear. And it's like, ooh, spear, symbolism. It's like, I get it, but wouldn't you much rather have like a dagger or something while you're up close while he's incapacitated or something like that? Something to have on you while you're fighting, but that would be, you know, logic. And that gets in the way of symbolism.
Yeah, maybe he thought he could throw it. Because, you know, a dagger. You could throw a dagger, but I mean, a spear might be a little bit easier.
See,
to
my
throw.
argumentation is coming from the perspective that he weakens Superman with the gas and then fights him hand to hand. So that's where the dagger would come in handy more than the spear. Because a spear, it's a thrusting weapon, but a dagger you can thrust and slash. So there's a lot more options open, especially when it comes to close combat, which is what Batman is going for. But he made a spear instead and kept it in a building that I don't know how Batman knew Superman was going to put him in that building. But we'll get to that eventually. But yeah, a more diverse set of weapons would have been nice, considering it is a big chunky boy of kryptonite.
Yeah.
But it is a cool workout scene, I will give it that.
It is cool. I'll be right back. I just need to go do something. 1 second.
Oh yeah, of course. So now we get to see him look at Wonder Woman from the various, you know, Lex Luthor PowerPoint presentations.
This is where I got the fact that she was in Paris. Because if you look at both the taxi, it says taxi and then it says Parisienne or something like that. And then if you look at the security footage on the bottom, it says Paris, France.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good angle on that just so that I can see the dates.
It says 22nd of June 2015 on the...
So that would be after the
security
Man of Steel
footage.
events.
Yeah.
But then there's one before that with the car, isn't there?
Yeah, the car doesn't have a... No, it does.
2012.
August 22nd of 2014, I'm reading.
Oh, 2014. Oh, that must be a different one as well. 2014, that's after Man of Steel. And then there's another one, 2012, which is before Man of Steel. So maybe she was... Oh, and plus, Wonder Woman starts in Paris as well. So maybe she was just living in Paris at this point in time. So that would explain why she wasn't there in Metropolis at the time. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah. I would have liked it if the information was a little bit more obvious rather than us having to go into the files and physically figure out, oh my god, does this line up or not?
Yeah.
But, okay, so at least from the dates on the pictures and the start of Wonder Woman, we can assume that she was living in Paris at the time. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
But then Wonder Woman 84 breaks
I'm
this,
back.
so... Hello there!
Hello. Sorry, I've just had to go give Mikey some Calpol.
Oh, no problem. We just established that Wonder Woman was in Paris during the Man of Steel events, so that's why she wasn't there.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yeah, we had to fine-comb the scene, but we got there eventually.
Fair enough.
And this is the first time we hear the Wonder Woman theme with the drums and the electric. Hoo-ha!
I was so hyped when I watched this scene for the first time. I was like, yeah, Wonder Woman.
Out
Cool.
of curiosity, have you guys seen the original idea Zack had for Wonder Woman for this picture?
No.
No.
Oh, do you know what? I will find you that picture, because it was supposed to take place in the Crimean War as opposed to World War One.
Oh,
Well, that would have been cool. That would have been very cool.
Zack Snyder Wonder Woman picture. Okay, I found a picture of it. And yeah, we'll save it on the desktop. Why not? Why not? And send.
Ooh.
So just for the chat as well.
Oh, we have to download it.
Oh my god.
It's come up with just down. Yeah.
That's a terrible picture, sorry. Oh no, why'd you go there? Can you guys see it? I can get another picture.
No, it's just come up with download.
Oh, what about this one?
Okay, now we can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is a very different Wonder Woman compared to what we got with holding
Yeah.
multiple heads.
Yeah, I was
Just like-
looking at that. I was like, is she holding heads?
Yeah. So this would have been a hardcore, like, metal Wonder Woman we would have gotten if Zack was in charge.
I like that. Oh wow. I would have liked that.
Yeah, that would have been so cool. Patty Jenkins, why? Why did you not include that?
Why are
I
you
have
such a
faith-
disappointment?
I am
I
so
think-
mad at her. Like, I'm just beyond annoyed. I don't know.
I have faith in Flashpoint, so then they can do it, and we'll just say she's in another universe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay,
god,
that's
Flashpoint
fine.
is a thing. Jeez. Well, may as well do Flashpoint. I mean, what else are they going to do at this point?
Yeah.
Oof. But, yeah, anyway, that tangent out of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we find out, oh my god, Diana is actually kind of old, but beautiful. My god, how'd you do it?
Lots of exercise.
Oh my god, eating healthy
Nah.
helps.
I look like a zombie these days, so I'm just going leaning into it. Like, I'm
Oh
just gonna
my.
become a zombie. It's fine.
Oh, like in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
Mm.
very much like that.
So the next
So
scene.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
No, it's alright. I was just saying yes. So yeah, as in like I am done now.
Gotcha.
So carry on.
The next scene is of Lex Luthor taking Zod's body, which apparently he has unlimited control over for some reason, despite this being a very valuable government asset. For reasons. Because the film needs to happen, I guess.
Yeah,
Of
because
course.
why not?
It's like the second half of the film is really where everything starts to fall apart, especially when it comes to Lex.
Yeah. Do you think the
But,
like the writers were just like, do you know what? I don't care anymore. Let's just finish this thing.
I don't know, it's
Probably.
very similar to Man of Steel as well, because the first half was very brisk, very fast, with not much action, and the second half is just boatloads of action, and this film is very similar in that aspect. But to make the action make sense, they haven't really laid the groundwork for it to, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Lex trying to create Doomsday, and I love the fact that the computer goes, "Oh, the Kryptonian Council said you can't." It's like, where are they? They're dead. Oh, okay, well, do it anyway. Okay, like Jesus,
Yeah.
like how
Was
easy
that
was
just,
that?
Was that just like a case of like, just checking to see no one's gonna come and get me? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I know, right? It's like such tight security protocols for these kind of things, you know? It's like, oh, you're gonna create an abomination of Earth, of life. It's like, yeah, but who are the people who set the rule? Dead. Well, make it anyway then. It's like, okay.
Okay, well, no one's gonna stop me, so fuck it.
Oh my god. Yeah. So that scene is just mental. And we get the birth of Doomsday. Oh my god. Now,
Yeah.
Perry White is getting very worried because he hasn't seen Clark in a few days now. And people are wondering if Superman was involved in the bombing. Which is sure.
Yeah.
Like, logic is... Like, I guess this is kind of emblematic of real life because, like, oh, like, Superman didn't do anything. Why? Was he complicit? Was he involved? Da 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 da. You know, you gotta spin the news somehow and make it entertaining. But logically speaking, based on everything that happened, would you really be asking that question? I guess so, depending on the news station. If it's the Sun, definitely. For anyone who knows the Sun, fuck the Sun.
Yeah. The sun can go die in a fire. And I do mean that in the most violent way possible.
It's like a burn the witch moment, only it's the Sun.
Yeah, I used to do a thing where I'd deliberately hide the sun under a bunch of other like newspapers whenever I was going shopping because I'm like, nope, get
Oh
out
my
of here.
god. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, like, we don't like the Sun here. So
Yeah, it's bad.
yeah, Superman is very controversial now because of the fact that he couldn't save everyone at Capitol Hill, and people are kind of revolting. But some people are shocked at this behavior because he did save people. And I like how they balanced it out in this film because he did save people. He was spending a chunk of the film saving people. So now that there's, you know, conflicting evidence coming forward where people are accusing him of being involved in the bombing, like, now we're like, oh no, but he did save people. Like, come on, like, he is a good man. Or at least he's trying to be a good man. So yeah, I'm glad that this film balances out in terms of his actions and the backlash and stuff like that. So it's trying to take accountability for his actions, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Now, I think this is a small extended clip, but we actually get to see Clark Kent go up the mountain to see the ghost of Jonathan Kent, I think.
Oh no, I've seen that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like that scene with Jonathan Kent. Like, we're not there yet, but my god, what was that scene? Because it's like the Kylo Ren and Harrison Ford moment.
It was very weird. It was like, oh, okay, hello, Clark Kent. Sorry, Jonathan Kent. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's like, if it's a figment of his imagination, then fucking really? It can't be a memory because he's interacting with it.
Yeah,
and it's not like, a Force ghost because it's not Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like, is Superman legit having hallucinations now?
Like,
I think so as well.
Best faith interpretation, I guess, is that he is imagining what Jonathan would say during this time so that he can have some sort of advice in this moment. But even then, that is a stretch.
This reminds me of, like, in 13 Reasons, everybody was like, is Hannah a ghost, or is she actually, like, or is she in the character's mind? And it was never, like, revealed until the end. But in the end, it was like, oh no, I just imagine conversations I would have with people.
Oh, well, I'm gonna keep my distance from you from now on, but you do you, bro.
It's like, oh, okay, dude, sure. You imagine conversations with dead people. Bye-bye. Yeah. But yeah, it's very weird when films do this. Like, it's especially if you're like, is it a ghost? Is it in his head?
Especially when it's the first time that we're seeing something like this happen.
Yeah, if it's just like a one-time thing, it's also very confusing. Like, if he was seeing his dad throughout the film, it might have made a bit more sense, I guess.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this again, but I'm gonna invoke Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Gwen Stacy's dad popping up every time he's with Gwen Stacy because it's the lingering promise in the back of his head. It's like, at least that was consistent. I can't believe I praised that film twice over the course of these conversations. But yeah, if it's consistent, or maybe if that was a flashback to when he was young and they're having that conversation, that's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, but this one, it's just like, he's legit conjured up a hallucination apparently, and it's like, yeah, if anyone was really seeing that, then it's like, you guys, you should maybe go get checked out
Like, do you need help? Do you want
for
a
that.
hug? Do you want a
Yeah.
hot chocolate and a hug, bro?
Do you need a hug? Do you need therapy? Are you okay?
Do you need cat videos? You know, just like,
Do you
yeah.
need big chunky animals? Because they make me happy.
But yeah, it's much like the nightmare sequence from earlier with the post-apocalyptic Mad Max scene. It's a very jarring contrast in
Yeah.
narrative.
It feels like a different film again. Like it's just like,
Absolutely, yeah. Now, if he was all alone and he's thinking back to a memory, I'd be okay with that in this
yeah,
particular setting. But with Jonathan Kent specifically being there, kind of interacting with the environment, that kind of messes with me.
yeah. It's like, why is he doing that? Like, what?
But then again, metaphor.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, I don't feel like it really added anything. Like,
Especially when you had that previous conversation with Martha.
yeah. Like, I feel like this conversation, if you were gonna have it, he could have had another conversation with Martha.
Yeah, because
Because he had
the
one with her
actual
before.
alive parent.
She was there before the Capitol bombing, and obviously he could then go and talk to her after it. And I don't know whether maybe he's just like, I don't want people to bother me, so I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, and this is an issue with this film as well because Superman doesn't really have a solitude of a fucking fortress of solitude.
Yeah.
So because of that, he doesn't really go anywhere to be just by himself, and because of that, he's in the middle of the Himalayas just talking to himself instead, and that's
Yeah.
weird.
It could have had him find himself a Fortress of Solitude.
Or create one in this moment just so that he
Oh,
can
yeah.
block everything out. So this could have been the origin point of the
He could have done an Elsa and just been like, "This is mine
let
now."
it go. Let it go.
I'm just imagining Henry Cavill doing that now.
Oh, that'd
Oh
be
my-
amazing.
That'd be so
Oh.
good.
Do you know what? Like that one song in Soccer Punch where it turns into a musical. It could have turned this
Oh,
into a
yeah.
musical with Henry
could
Cavill
have.
bellowing out "Let it go." Oh my god, I would have been
Yes.
so for it.
I would have watched that.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
hate Let It Go because it was seared into my brain, but I'd be okay with that.
Oh, but what about Into the Unknown?
I like that one. Actually, like that one more.
I prefer Into the Unknown. I'll
Yeah,
give
I
it
don't
that.
know why. I just like it. It feels more like. It just feels more epic.
Yeah. I mean, Let It Go was pretty epic as well, to be fair. Like, they're both very different songs for very
Yeah.
different purposes, but I just prefer Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
Very hopeful.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, Frozen.
Little Frozen.
Now that we've
segue
talked
over
about
there.
Frozen, you know, the intended
Yeah.
film here. Oh my god, imagine if we just go through the Frozen films during a couple of these episodes. Just,
I wouldn't mind that.
oh, I haven't seen them in years.
We should do a Disney marathon.
Oh my god, like,
That'd be good.
jeez.
But
Well-
let's just not watch the remakes.
Oh.
Just the cartoons.
What remakes?
Oh yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so Lois is wondering what's going on. Lex Luthor's looking forward to the big epic battle. And you know what? Now that I think about it, the structure of this film is very similar to Man of Steel. Because
Yeah.
in Man of Steel, the first half, loads of time passes, and the second half is just a singular day. Same in this film. From this
Yeah,
point
that's
onwards,
true,
the
actually.
rest of the film is just one night. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Time works differently in these movies.
yeah. A lot happens during these singular days and nights. Oh,
Yeah.
so now we do come to extended material.
Oh, more.
Lois Lane goes to Wally's home.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
it turns out that Lex Luthor has redecorated his home to look like a fanatic trying to blow up Superman so that he can frame Wallace for the Capitol building explosion. And
Oh, that bit.
yeah, Lois figures out that he wasn't planning on dying because he's recently done his shopping, and someone who is planning on dying wouldn't do that. So Lois, using common sense, and figures out that it was Lex Luthor all along as a result of, the bullet at the start, the bombing now, linking it all together. So big yay for Lois in this moment, and get to see her investigative abilities.
Yep.
Unfortunately, missing in the theatrical cut.
Yeah. That just seems like a weird thing to cut out.
Yeah.
And then you kept the dream sequence in. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
choices. That was a choice.
Now, also in this scene, still in the extended part, we get a phone call by Jenna Malone.
Oh.
And she's explaining that, Lex Luthor purposefully made the bomb weaker at Capitol Building. And she's like, oh, why? Because the outer shell is lined with lead. And we know, as the audience, that Superman can't see through lead.
Yeah.
But how do these characters know that Superman can't see through
Yeah.
lead? Because it's never established.
How did Lex Luthor know he couldn't see through lead? I want to know.
Yeah, like as corny as it is, at least in the original, there was the interview with Lois Lane with Margot Kidder, where it's like, it's like I can't see through lead, and that sets up things that happen later on in the film with Lex Luthor. Whereas here, it's like, can't see through lead. How do you know that? 'Cause.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue because he's put together like files on all of the Justice League characters, hasn't he? So he's got like files on everybody.
True.
But it's never established at
Exactly.
any point that he can't see through lead, so it is a bit of a weird one where it's like, he can't see through lead.
I'm perfectly alright with Lex Luthor knowing this. It's more of an issue of it not being communicated to us. Now, I'm not one of those people that says, you gotta show us every single aspect of it, but I'm okay with you not telling me certain things. But when it's so important to the plot on why certain things happen, it would be nice to have even Lex Luthor planting the bomb or something to establish, these characters know he has a weakness to seeing through lead.
Yeah. It just kind of seems like they've just thrown it in there. And obviously because it's like, that's the reason he couldn't see the bomb. That's like a big...
Say it. It's the Flash.
It's the
Flash.
Yeah. Oh, it's always him, isn't it? God damn it.
Damn it, he could have saved everybody. He could have run in there and got the bomb. He could have done a Quicksilver.
Yeah,
Damn it, Flash.
He's just too soon.
True.
Oh, so now we come to the Jonathan Kent scene, and we've talked about that part, so moving
Nerd.
right along.
Moving on.
Ooh, so next we come to Bruce Wayne talking to Alfred in the burnt down ruins of the Wayne Manor. I kind of like this scene because it's like, it's almost as if Bruce Wayne has admitted that, okay, I'm probably gonna die in this fight, but at the same time I'm like, you've spent 20 years fighting, man. Like, it's gotta have amounted to something, but then again, this is a very broken Batman, or a very broken human being in general, who's just lost all hope for humanity.
Yeah, but this Batman's just like, but I gotta take out Superman because danger.
Yeah, it's like, criminals will continue to pop up, but this is the one thing I do that could have any amount of meaning to the world. I'm like, ooh, interesting perspective to have.
Yeah, I did like the line where he's like, criminals are like weeds. I liked that. I thought it was very good.
Then Alfred just trying one last time to plead with him is like, Bruce, don't do this, please, I'll be lonely. But
Alfred is just so wholesome. I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah. But yeah, it's also really cool how they explain a little bit about the Wayne family history as well, because he explains, originally they were hunters trading pelts, and then, dealt in oil, real estate, and stuff like that. So how they built up the fortune. It's a small line, but it really does a lot in order to expand on a lot of the lore in this world. And I was like, okay, that was subtly done. I quite like that.
Yeah.
Not intrusive, but it's there.
I thought it was good.
Oh yeah, and the next scene is where Martha gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, what an awkward way to do it. Like, why do it
Yeah.
now, here? You know where she lives. Just do it at home when no one is around for miles. She lives in Kansas, man.
Yeah, and it's just like car, and I was like, she's gonna turn around and there's gonna be, oh look, another car.
I know, shocking, right? It's the exact same way that they take Lois Lane later. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my god, have I
It
seen
is.
you before? It's like, yes, I
Yeah.
shot your mates. It's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my god, they do it so much in movies when people get kidnapped. They do it in The Mask.
Oh my god, the mask.
They do it in The
Oh.
Mask though when they're kidnapping Cameron Diaz because there's a car and then a car follows it and then there's another car and it's just like this is just done so much.
I love the mask. I gotta watch it again sometime.
Me
I haven't
too.
seen it in years.
It's my favorite movie.
Oh my god, what a choice.
It's one of my favorite movies, to
I
be fair.
approve wholeheartedly. I watched it so many times as a kid.
Oh, I know. I watched it on repeat. Like I'd watch it and I'd be like, put it on again
Do it.
and again. I think I watched it like 3 or 4 times in one day at one
No,
point.
Jesus, wow.
Oh.
I liked it as a kid. I don't know.
Cool, cool. So, yes, they kidnap Martha in the most awkward and unreliable way possible because it's all
Yep.
part of the plan according to Lex. And apparently, like, that's the thing with Lex Luthor's plan in this film. Like, he's really assuming. We're assuming that he knows
Yeah.
what Batman's doing and what Superman is doing, and that they'll both listen to him because he knows what everyone is doing as a result of manipulating everyone when he couldn't have known that that's what Batman was going to do. Like, so
Yeah.
much of his plan is dependent on coincidence and luck. I'm like, Lex,
Yeah.
you're not all that smart,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah, I would have thought his plan would have been a bit more, thought out. It just seems like he's gone, I'll do this thing, and hopefully this will manipulate this person into doing this. And it's like, yeah, but you're just assuming, man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
like-
planned out if you're assuming, is it, really?
Imagine if
just-
Batman didn't decide to do the kryptonite. It's like, what would happen? It's just
Yeah,
like,
like,
whoa.
nothing would happen.
It's like, when you really think about it, like Lex Luthor, he comes off as the intellectual, but in actuality, he's pretty dumb.
Dumb. Yeah, in this movie, anyway, it's
Yeah.
very dumb.
But very poorly written and executed plan from Lex's perspective, very dependent upon coincidence and luck, so VV bad.
Yeah.
VV bad. I like this expression.
VV bad. Very, very bad VV bad.
VV bad.
Oh, well, it is BVS, right? So VV.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The lore expands further.
More VV.
Oh my god. Like, could you imagine by the time we get to our 50th, it's gonna be like, oh, let's talk about the what we watch lore.
We should like clip our favorite parts of like the episodes and just compile like a best of. Be fun.
Jesus. You know, I was going through it, and so far we have spent 26 hours talking about the DC universe.
That's a lot.
I know. It's like, and we've still got Justice League, which is a chunker of a film.
Yeah.
Oh. I hope it's good. That will just breeze right through it.
I hope it's good too, but it has Jesus Joker, so I'm not holding my breath.
I can't wait for Jesus Joker. Oh, cannot. Like, I can't. It's like, oh, like, why? I want to know.
I can't wait to just see why he's there, and then I can't wait to see the context of Jesus, and I'm just like, he's gonna be an insane Joker where he's like, I am Jesus now, or something.
Oh, he doesn't even call himself Jesus. He calls himself Jesus. I'm like,
Oh no.
oh.
Okay.
You know, like how a lot of Latino names are like Jesus, you know, like Gabriel Jesus, Jesus Navas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of like that. Like,
Oh,
I am
God.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh my god, imagine if Michael
It's
Pena
gonna be
was...
so bad.
I'm just picturing Michael Pena as Jesus now. I don't know why. Oh my god. Anyway, so Batman is in his metal armor, and he's ready to chow.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
exoskeleton suit.
I love the exoskeleton suit.
I thought it was cool. I didn't like his suit in the nightmare scene because it looked like a cosplay for me.
It was like a Mad Max version of it. Let's
Yeah,
be honest.
I dig the trench coat, but like the Batman suit itself looked really like costumey and
It's
not
like,
very good.
dude, at this point, civilization has fallen. Does it really matter? Like, just wear the trench
Yeah.
coat and get on with it. Like,
Yeah, just wear the trench coat and some goggles. You're sorted.
yeah. But do you know what? From this point on, visually, I love everything about the film. But because of all of the narrative missteps that we've had up until this point,
Yeah.
all of it is held up on a deck of cards. It's so weak.
Yeah, definitely.
But
It's such a
genuinely,
shame 'cause the visuals are very cool.
like this alone, I'm a big fan of this, but it's just not supported well.
Yeah. The imagery is very cool, but
Oh God, yeah. At
Yeah.
least that's one thing. Justice League will look good.
yeah. It's just like why? Just like I'm gonna shine my light in the sky because that's gonna make Superman come fight
that's-
me.
That is the idea, but it's like, what if Superman never made it? It's like Batman just gonna be chilling in the rain, just going. just...
Yeah, like I was like, what if he just didn't come back? Because I mean, how do you know he's even back in the city? Because at this point, everybody knows he's just disappeared.
Yeah, because right
Yeah.
now, Lex is assuming Batman's gonna do what he wants to do with Superman coming around, and Batman's assuming Superman's gonna come. It's like, there's a lot of assumption right now, and
Yeah,
not a lot
it
of
just
concrete
makes-
evidence.
Yeah, it just makes the plan a little more dumber when you think about it. It's like you are trying to get two people to fight, and you are basically assuming that it's gonna work.
Hmm.
It's kind of the equivalent of going, "Hey, this guy said your mum's fat," and hey, this guy said you're ugly. Fight.
Yeah, it's. Well, couldn't have said it better myself, really. So, what happens next is that Lex Luthor lets everyone know, hey, Bat's ready. So they get Lois. It's like, oh my God, they knew where Lois was the entire time. How? I would like to know this.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to invoke Hitchcock here. Tension is created not from the withdrawal of knowledge, but from the introduction of knowledge.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
The bomb example being a prime example. When we know it's there, tension is created. When we don't know it's there, it's surprise and it's fleeting. I'd like information for tension, please. Please. I'd like to know
A
that
little bit.
Lois is in danger so that I can feel tense for her, but no, it's fine, I guess. Oh. But yeah, she's talking with Lex Luthor and he's doing his spastic shit and Lois calls him a
Yeah.
psychopath. Fair enough. I am on her side right now.
Yeah. She calls him insane, and he's like, "That is a 3-syllable word for people with little minds." And I'm just like, "Stop trying to be the Joker."
Holy shit, like that is
Punch
the
him.
actual quote verbatim. I'm impressed
Yeah.
you remember that.
I remember it because I just watched it, and I was just like, "God, I hate you."
Oh, fucking hipster.
And then I was just like, "I'm so done." I was like, "I'm playing The Sims to calm down."
Oh my god. Yeah, so what really matters in this scene is that Lex really wants Superman to be here, and we all know that Lois has magical plot armor that protects her from everything because Superman is going to save her regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
So-
So when he throws her off the building, it's not really very tense.
Yeah, and hey,
Yeah.
hey, he does come along and save her. Who would have thought? Now, this next scene with Superman and Lex could have been really interesting because it's the coming together of two completely different ideologies. Unfortunately, it's not really an interesting back and forth because, again, God bad all over again. And at this point, we're very much under the assumption of, okay, so Lex Luthor just really, really hates God and sees Superman as God
Yes.
and wants to bring Superman down a peg. Okay,
Yep.
cool. fair.
Fine.
But now, Superman's motivation for fighting Batman is solely dependent upon Martha. And I'm like, that is really weak motivation from Superman's side from a writing perspective, because Batman has solid motivation. Luthor has warped motivation. Whether it's solid or not is debatable. But Clark Kent is coerced into fighting Batman here. So he is without a personal purpose beyond the fact that his mother's in danger. And that just really offsets the impact of the fight, because the tension is, oh, we gotta save Martha, rather than these two titans come together to fight each other. Am I crazy for thinking that? Hello? Oh my god.
Hello?
Oh Jesus, okay. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Did you...
I said that it makes sense. That what you
Oh.
were saying makes sense.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't hear anything on my end, so I was like, oh my god, no, did I cut out this entire time?
No. I was actually saying yeah while you were speaking. I don't know if I cut out.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you, that's why I was panicked, but okay, cool. But yeah, the characters' motivations are completely ruined in this conversation. Hello, Amy. Would
Hello.
I
I just had to mute because there were two cats having a scrap outside and it was very loud.
Cat fight. So, what would you say? You agree with me, or do you have a different perspective on this conversation between Clark and Lex?
I'm trying to remember the conversation.
It's Lex being pissed off about God, seeing
Oh, yeah.
Clark as God, wanting to bring God down a peg, and then blackmailing him into fighting Batman.
Yeah, I do think it's very weak motivation.
Yeah, especially when you're taking the urgency from Clark's perspective to Clark's desire to save his mother. So now it's not even an ideological fight. It's, I gotta save Martha. Hurry.
Yeah. Again, like, I'm just going to refer to Civil War because it did it much better. Like, from that point of view, it's Iron Man's obviously afraid in the similar way that Batman is afraid, and then Captain America is like, but we should be allowed to,
Be autonomous.
we shouldn't be forced to behave a certain way. So yeah, that's both ideological things they're fighting against. It's not like someone's gone, if you don't fight Tony Stark, I'm gonna kill your parents or I'll kill your love interest or whatever. I'm not sure like what Superman's ideology would do to make him fight Batman, but I think just given the fact he's branding people, they could have just used that as like he could have been like, you're a violent criminal, just as bad as the ones you're putting away,
That's a really good point, Amy. In the two films, we still don't understand why the ideology of Clark.
Yeah, we don't know what his ideology is, so
Because
yeah,
we understand Batman's. It's like, okay, justice at all cost, even if it's at the expense of people. Okay, fair enough. Extreme, but fair enough. It's set. But we've had two films with Clark, and we still don't know his core values, rather. Shit,
seems to be save people.
Which I'm all for. Save people,
Oh yeah,
please.
I mean, by all means, but yeah, like if he's all for saving people, then he couldn't. It's kind of like, how do you turn that into a reason to fight Batman?
Like, what are the tenets he lives by? Like, none of that is actually addressed in these two films. Holy shit, that is a fantastic point you brought up. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Whoa. The second half of this film is falling apart, man.
It really is.
But Lex gives him an hour and flies away. And then we get to see KG Beast holding Martha hostage in a warehouse. Oh, hey.
Oh, the warehouse scene's coming up.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, can't wait for that.
Oh, it's so good.
So we're getting all the different perspectives. Perry is wondering what's going on at the Kryptonian ship. Gal Gadot is boarding Turkish Airways. And Superman is saying, oh, no one stays good in this world, and flies off to fight Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now it is the Gal Gadot PowerPoint presentation for the Justice League pitch.
Yep.
This is something
I do
that
like
irks me. If they're using an actual screen, I'd prefer they use realistic cursor movements.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh come on, it's gonna be spazzing out all over the place because I'm gonna be wanting to go as fast as possible. I'm not gonna be gliding so elegantly. The cursor's gonna be all over the place, like someone,
I'd be like, I can't get it to go where I want.
and then reading one line at a time, just scrolling down. I'm like, this is so unrealistic, but
that's
it's
not how
movie
people
logic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's so the viewer can see it. I know.
Genuinely, I hate when films do that. It takes me out. It's weird. But we get to see the introduction of the other three characters: the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. Oh my!
Yes.
So
Was that in the theatrical cut? I
yeah,
can't
it
remember.
was. It was.
Okay.
No,
fair
it
enough.
was. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was also in the. And it really, I remember the first time I saw this sequence, it really hyped me up. I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh, other people.
Yeah.
It's like, I love the Flash running effect where there's lightning and there's all sorts going on.
Yeah,
I like
that's cool.
what this film really proves is that Zack had his vision for everything and then everyone else just kind of did what they wanted.
Yeah.
Because Aquaman is very different to this Aquaman that they've shown in this film. Flash is very different from the theatrical cut of Justice League. And Cyborg, well, we don't really get much of Cyborg, just him screaming in pain, so that's something. But
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is someone else entirely. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, these versions of the characters, I was like, ooh, they look cool.
Yeah, and then you get the Justice League, which I never saw the theatrical cut.
Don't.
And I don't plan to, so.
Like, I've been asking people to join us for the Justice League talk, and they're like, do I have to watch the theatrical cut? I'm like, no. Just the Zack Snyder one. Just don't bother with the original.
I mean, if I'm watching the Zack Snyder one, that's already 4 hours. I'm not gonna then go and watch the 2-hour one. That's terrible.
Like, we know that's terrible. At least with Zack Snyder's one, there's a faint hope it might be alright.
Yeah.
So there's, optimism there, but we know Justice League is bad, so let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know what I love about the Cyborg scene is like the guy playing Silas Stone is also the same guy working for Skynet in Terminator 2, and I'm like, this guy working for robotics just can't catch a break.
I know, he's just terrible.
He's just working for the wrong guy. He should just join Microsoft or something. Where his life is not in danger much.
Yeah.
But this is also the first instance we get a mother box being introduced into the universe as well, where it helps repair Cyborg in terms of, putting all the metal shit on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Cyborg as a character, I'll be honest.
Cyborg is a pretty cool character.
Yeah. All I know of him is from Teen Titans, but is that the same Cyborg or is that a different
It's the
one?
same Cyborg, but the interpretation is very different.
Yeah,
Understandably.
I'm going off the Teen Titans before it was Teen Titans Go.
Oh, I keep forgetting Teen Titans Go is a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, originally he was a part of the Teen Titans, but with the New 52 run of DC Comics, they transitioned him into the Justice League because in the technological world, he's pretty OP.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that was just my only experience with him.
That's fair.
I know him from Doom Patrol, the TV show, and in there is very, very good.
I still need to watch Doom Patrol. It looks really good.
I've heard a lot of good things about
love
it.
Yeah, me too. It gets brought up, the characters from Doom Patrol get referenced in the Titans show, but I tried watching it and I was just like, this is awful.
The Titans show is what scholars like to call a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I've never watched that. I've only seen Doom Patrol and I absolutely love it. It's great.
It's
Yeah.
funny because Doom Patrol is a spin-off of Titans, but Titans is shit.
Titans is awful. Put it this way, you have a scene where Robin basically fights someone and goes, "Fuck Batman," and it's like, "Oh, you edgy son of a
Oh my god,
go away."
edgelord.
Yeah, and they make him into a player as well. Like he just sleeps with people in this one, and I'm just like, "You're Robin, not Batman. What are you doing?"
And Robin just goes, "My parents died too. That doesn't make you Batman." Like, oh,
No, you're not
okay.
Batman. Stop it. Like it just seems like he's just trying to be Batman at this point, and it's just terrible. Don't watch it.
Yeah. I hear they did season 2 and I was like, I'm good, thanks. I'm done. I'm fine.
I got like 5 episodes in, and I was like, I'm done. I can't.
Whoa. Shame.
Yeah.
But now we come to the titular fight. 2 hours into the 3-hour film.
Batman time versus Superman.
So Lois comes back to the Daily Planet so that she can get a chopper all the way to Gotham. For reasons, I fucking guess. Because we need her to explain that Martha is actually Superman's mom.
Yeah, because apparently he can't do that himself.
We'll get there eventually.
We will. Yeah. Oh, Martha.
Okay, so this fight, aesthetically, visually, I love this fight. But it does not make much sense. Because you've got the Sonic thing that's... it's really cool, the Sonic attack that he uses on Superman first. That, you know, stuns him. Like, ooh, it sounds like bats. Very cool. But I'm like, see, if you had the spear then and there, you could have killed him then. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he goes towards the machine guns, and they're firing. And I was like, imagine if you had kryptonite bullets, you could have killed him then. And it's like, with every trap he springs, it's like, oh my god, how many times could you have killed Superman by now?
Yeah. I was like, why are you using guns against Superman? You know the guns don't fucking work.
I know.
What are you doing? Like, that really annoyed me. I was just like, why? It just seemed a really stupid decision from Batman. Like, you know this is an all-powerful, godlike figure, and you're trying to kill him with bullets. Are you feeling okay?
He's just having an off day, I guess. But then, you know, it turns out later on in the fight that the building that Superman plunges him through is the building with the kryptonite spear to begin with. So how lucky for Batman that he didn't pick another building a few streets away.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's like when they go to the rooftop, and you know what? I also don't like the fact that Clark only tries to tell him that it's all Lex's plan once and never again. Instead, he resorts to threatening Bruce, and I'm like, Clark, priorities.
Like, dude, you could be like, he's literally got my mother hostage. You could literally keep telling him, like, anytime you get a chance to speak, just be like, my mom is being held hostage, and he said if I don't fight you, he will kill her.
Yeah, it's like Lex is manipulating you, just constantly trying. Instead, he just stops. He tries to once, stops, bullies him a little bit, and then says, if I wanted it, you'd be dead. And I'm like, why the fuck would you say that?
And I was just like, okay, what?
Like the machinations of how we get to the fight is so underwhelming. But the fight itself is pretty cool, I will give it that. Like, I like the idea of using kryptonite as a gas to...
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because that's a really interesting idea, you know? And how long would Clark be vulnerable in that state? It would have been really cool to have that conversation. And from this point on, Batman just kind of wails on him for 5 minutes.
Yeah, just kind of beats the crap out of him, just punches him a whole bunch in the face.
And there is this one moment, though, where he's punching Clark, and he punches, and with each punch, Clark is reacting less and less. And then there's this one moment where Bruce is like, oh shit, I didn't think about this part, and then just gets crushed through the floor.
Yeah.
Like, that part made me smile, but I'm like, oh, so mechanically speaking, how long does the kryptonite effect last in your body when it's inside of you? How long does it take to filter out? How long does it take for you to get your powers back? Because he seems to get his powers back pretty quickly now, but later on, when he's on the radiators, it's taking him ages. Like, what's the deal? Is it like a stacking ability, or is it like, you recover and then the next round starts? Like, how does that work? Also,
Yeah.
I kind of wish Batman used a little bit more batarangs, using his arsenal a little bit more, using Batman shit. Instead, he uses a sink, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like the music, the visuals, all of it is fantastic. But when you think about what's happening, you're like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure how Batfleck managed to get hurt in the left side of his helmet while going in that particular angle when he got hit. It's like, how did that happen? I won't know. Explain through physics, because I don't know how that made sense.
I'm gonna say it again. It's
The
the Flash.
The Flash is the answer to everything. Can I just write The Flash when I don't know what to write for an essay?
Oh my god, like, it's part of the deep what we watch lore from here on out. If anything doesn't make sense, it's the Flash.
I'm just gonna put that in my video essay. It's The Flash.
Oh, the Pixie Girl one.
No, I'm talking about the one for uni.
Do it.
I'm doing one about the importance of voiceover in cinema.
It's the Flash's fault. Oh my god, imagine.
It's the Flash. It's the reason it's important is the Flash. There we go.
Perfect. But I gotta admit, before he starts swinging Superman and crushing him against the pillars, weakening the building's foundations, risking the building collapsing on them, the line he says beforehand, where he's like, oh, I bet your parents told you you're gonna be something special. My parents taught me a different lesson, like dying in the gutter for no reason at all. It's like, okay, cool. That's
not a lesson.
That's
Bruce.
I'd say it's more in the line of it's his mentality that he has to force the world to make sense because they did nothing wrong, but they ended up being gunned down for no reason anyway. So it informs how he got here. So I like it. And I like how he contrasts it with, oh, bet your parents told you you were special. And it's like, oh, well, technically they did, yeah.
Yeah, like he's not wrong.
Yeah, so I like that. But then Martha happens.
Then Martha happens.
Okay, so I get it. Zach, I get it. I do. I understand why you did it. But fucking hell. Just because I get it doesn't mean I can't make fun of it. Like, I understand that the intention was, oh, until now he's been seeing Clark Kent as an alien and nothing else, but knowing that he's got a human mother just humanizes him and makes him realize he's becoming exactly what he hates. I get it. I do. I get it. I would have liked it to be developed properly instead of a couple of visuals and a flashback.
Yeah.
But we do get to see the flashbacks as well, just in case we missed the fucking point. We're going to see every Martha reference in this film until this point, so that we know for sure this is what it means. Subtlety of Godzilla rushing through a city. Godzilla. Oh my god, Kong versus Zilla looks so stupid. But goddamn, I'm looking forward to it.
I might give it a what.
As long as the two of them fight for no reason for an hour and a half, like Dragon Ball Z, I'm fine.
Fair.
But yeah, after he finds out that Martha's his mother's name, he becomes best friends with Clark, and I'm like, whoa, that was a fast shift.
That was very quick. You know, this guy is dangerous, but no, his mom has the same name as my mom. I can't kill him now. It's so dumb. Like, there could have been, I don't know how but there could have been so many. Like, it could have been like, we need to team up to take down Doomsday.
But this would
It
require
didn't need
dialogue,
to
which they
involve
didn't have.
Martha. Yeah, it didn't need to. I get it, but at the same time, I don't think just the fact that his mum's name is Martha would stop Batman from being like, oh yeah, this guy's kind of dangerous.
Especially this Batman.
Yeah, it seems like the fact, like, genuinely, I feel like it could have been a case of Doomsday shows up, interrupts the battle. Oh shit, maybe we should team up and fight this guy, and then get back to our fight.
I would
That
have
could have
been
been cool.
alright with that. In fact, the only thing that's stopping that from working properly is the fact that, oh, Lex Luthor timed it. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, whenever there is an
Yeah.
instance of, oh, we could bail ourselves out, it's like, oh no, it's actually hamstrung because of another plot point. And it's like,
Yeah.
everything needs to be restructured. That's all I'll say
Yeah.
again.
If he hadn't have timed it right, and like literally just said, "I'll kill Martha if you don't go and fight Batman now," or something, instead of timing it, then it could have been a case of Doomsday is created, Doomsday then proceeds to level the city, and then they're like, "Okay, well, this thing's trying to kill us. Maybe we should team up."
Yeah. and
Instead
then
of Martha.
putting Batman into perspective.
Yeah, it would have been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, I've been fighting you when actually I should maybe be trying to work with you instead."
Yeah, like Alfred said from the beginning. Oh,
There you go.
Alfred is Bay.
He is. But there you go. There's one way where you could have avoided having to use Martha.
If you like, I reckon you could have made Martha work, but you needed a lot more development and setup. 'Cause that
Yeah.
is a very flimsy thing to use.
Yeah. Also, it very nearly still killed him because he was just like, Martha, why are you saying that name?
Yeah, like imagine if he just went apeshit and went, "Why'd you say Martha?" Stab.
I mean, yeah, like, I was like, that's quite possibly like a trigger for him because it's
Yeah.
his mum's name. So I was like, that might not necessarily snap him out of it. That might make him worse. So I was like, that's
Oh, fucking hell.
because he doesn't give any context or anything. He just says you're letting them kill Martha, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's once again, this is a moment that is held up by a deck of playing cards.
Yeah. Or rather toothpicks, I would say.
Oh my god, that's even weaker. Let's go with that. But okay, so the next thing I don't like is the fact that Superman lets Batman go and save Martha. And I get it. Thematically, he's saving Martha, so he's redeeming himself. I get it. But
Yeah.
in the previous film, he beat Zod half to death for threatening his mom. You're
Yeah.
not convincing me that Henry Cavill would not level the warehouse to save Martha in this moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh my god. That being said, though,
Then again, he might have been like, okay, right, if you don't save my mom, then I can beat the hell out of you.
oh my god, before we get to the warehouse scene, Lois needs to feel useful, so she picks up the spear and runs away with it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The fact that she had to run in and be like, it's his mum's name. It's like,
Like,
thanks, Lois.
Lois Lane in the second half of the film is so shoehorned in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? We come to a good scene. Batman wrecking shop in the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This scene is very good.
Oh,
I
like-
like it.
This is like Arkham Knight brought to life.
Yeah,
holy
it's so
shit.
good.
Like,
It made me want to play Arkham Knight.
genuinely, I would argue that this is the best Batman fight sequence in live action so far.
Probably.
Because the choreography, fantastic. Visually, fantastic. The sound design, holy shit, you felt every punch of it.
punch.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
And
it
plus,
was very good.
this is a chunky Batman as well, not the scrawny type like Christopher Bale. So when you hear the thud, you believe
You
it.
hear it, yeah. Also, he's in an exoskeleton, so bloody hell, you can hear the
Oh
clown.
no, this is him after the exoskeleton.
Oh yeah, he's not in the exoskeleton.
But Yeah, he's getting shot at, he's getting stabbed, and he's still demolishing people left
Yeah.
and right.
He's just like, get off me, seriously.
He's just so efficient, and he just I was smiling when this fight scene was going through. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, he killed half of them, but I don't even care.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he murdered all those dudes. But then again, you feel like that when you're playing Batman, because you're just like, I just shoved a guy's head through an electrical panel. He's
man.
dead.
Arkham
And
Knight
then
is the
it's like
worst,
they're
where
just
you run over
knocked
people
out.
with the Batmobile.
Yeah. Or you throw guys off buildings and you're like, they're dead, but the scanners.
They're alive. It's like, oh, if you say so, game.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Everyone went quiet then, so I thought like we could.
Oh. That was just timing, I guess.
Yeah.
But after he clears out the warehouse in that epic fight scene, what I really love about the next part, before the gun being fired, is the fact that he comes through the wall like a horror film villain.
Yep.
Yeah, love that.
It's so
Yeah.
good. Again, Zack Snyder, please just make a Batman movie
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and keep all the horror elements in,
Yeah, just
because I'm digging it.
I'm so down for that. And bring Ben Affleck back, please. Just
Yeah.
let the sparkly vampire have his Batman film. Can we please have Zack Snyder and Ben Affleck Batman film?
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
really not excited to see the Batman with Robert Pattinson. It doesn't scream Batman to me at
I
all.
mean, I know, but I'm gonna give him a chance because all the stuff I've seen him in, he's been a pretty decent actor.
Like, I would say Pattinson is probably one of the better actors to ever play the part, but he just does not exude Batman from a physical sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we never know. It might be good. I'm
I
not
mean-
holding my breath, but I'm gonna give it a chance.
I mean, it's same guy who did the 2 Planet of the Apes films to end the trilogy, so my hopes are high. But
Yeah.
I mean, my hopes were high for Wonder Woman, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just because it's a new iteration of Batman, so everyone's kind of like, is it gonna be good?
yeah, it's
Question
everyone's
mark.
I feel like everyone's in a state of let's see.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we'll give you a chance. It's like an audition, if you will,
Yeah,
to see if he'll make a good Batman.
because
It might be good. I mean,
Yeah.
it could surprise everyone.
absolutely.
Could do.
And Matt Reeves doing it, like I'm optimistic, cautiously optimistic at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so next, Batman has the M60 in his hand, and KG Beast has a flamethrower. Now, if I remember correctly, in the original comic for The Dark Knight Returns, I'm pretty sure Batman shoots him square on the forehead.
Nice.
So fair. Whereas this Batman chooses to go a different route and shoots the gas canister, and I'm like, oh wow, that's one way of doing it.
I mean, yeah, you could have killed Martha though.
I know, like, it's a really weird choice for him to actually shoot the gas canister, but oh well.
I feel like that was Zack Snyder being like, want a big explosion. Like he turned into Michael Bay for a second.
Actually, he's given his logic for this, interestingly enough, and apparently everyone on set wanted him to be shot in the face, but Zack's like, we can't have Batman shooting someone straight in the face, we gotta find a different way, and the gas canister is the best they could come up with.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, why? Oh, wait, yeah, because it didn't have an R rating, did it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the theatrical cut didn't have an R rating, so
So that explains that one.
yeah, so having a headshot in a PG-13 film
Yeah,
with
you
blood
can't really
spurting,
do
like,
that.
whoa. But if
I
this
mean,
was-
I suppose they could have had him shot in the face and just not show it, like shoot him and then cut away or something. I don't know.
yeah, the rating
that might
boards
have
are
been-
very nebulous in the way they decide things, so I don't know if that would have even worked, but
Yeah.
who knows?
Okay, fair enough.
But now we get the first joke of the film.
Oh yeah.
Like,
And it actually made me like chuckle a little bit.
I know, it's like, I'm a friend of your son's. Oh, I got it. The cape. It's like, we're nearly 2.5 hours in. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah. Anytime capes get mentioned, my brain just goes straight to Edna. No capes.
No capes. Oh my god. Edna Mood. What a Chad of a character. But next we got Lex Luthor and all of his plans being messed up because Batman and Superman are in cahoots with each other now.
Yep.
And then he says, "Do you know what? I don't know how to lose, so you're just gonna have to be Doomsday now." And literally calls him your Doomsday. And I'm like,
Yeah. I was just like, oh no.
But yeah, Doomsday gets born, and it turns out that he's actually an Urukai. So interesting.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so when I first saw the trailers for this and I saw Doomsday in his current form, I was like, oh, so it's the troll that stabbed Frodo in Moria.
Yeah,
He's in Lord of the
basically.
Rings. He's in
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, rather.
Yeah.
Oh. But I like the fact that he evolves over the course of the fight, but knowing that's how he starts, I just can't help but laugh.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
It's highly funny.
But now, the carnage begins again.
Woo.
Oh my god, but at least, like, there's such an overcorrection in this film where there was such a huge backlash towards Man of Steel because of destruction, so now it's like, everyone's like, oh, this area's uninhabited, don't worry, there's no one here. It's uninhabited, don't worry, no people here. It's cool,
Yeah.
no one's dying. It
Everyone's
became so
okay.
blatant.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. We see what you're trying to do. You're trying to fix the problem by just saying it.
Yeah, and I'm like, what ended up being a problem in Man of Steel could have been the bedrock for this film, but now it's
yeah.
like, god damn it, you gotta correct yourself because you're destroying things again. Like,
Yeah. It could have been like, how do we get this thing away from people?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what's the most remote place that we can go to? But I like that Wonder Woman, seeing this destruction, decides, oh, I'm not gonna go in the Turkish Airways flight. Instead, I'm gonna come back and fight with you guys. So, okay, we got Wonder Woman who's willing to fight. Fantastic. So, based on the information we have from the PowerPoint presentation, we can assume that the only reason she was in Metropolis at the time was probably because she was in France and couldn't get a express flight over here.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
But then if Wonder Woman 84 is to be considered, she probably has Invisible Jet, and now I'm just wondering why she didn't use that in the first place, and that breaks the entire universe, so...
Yeah. Wonder Woman 84, you done goofed.
Oh my god. But yeah, like Doomsday is wrecking stuff, going atomic bomb, destroying places, all sorts going on.
Yeah,
And-
and anytime he gets fired at, he just takes it in and is like, boom, I'm more powerful now.
Yeah, I'm now level 3, bro. You're giving me XP here.
Yeah, it gets shot and it's just level up.
Yay! And every time it levels up, it levels a block.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wonder Woman leaves the plane, and Superman does a good. He takes Doomsday into space, and I'm like, yes, just keep doing
Yes.
that and don't stop. Keep on doing it all the way till you punch him into oblivion.
Yep, just keep him in space.
He is literally lost in space now. Cool, problem solved. But within about 5 seconds, the US government decides, let's nuke them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan was working, guys. Just give Superman a minute.
Yeah.
Like, they were so eager to do this.
Yeah, they're just like, we need to nuke it.
And also, okay, so shockingly, I don't know how high you need to be for a nuclear bomb to affect the ground level in terms of an EMP blast and send the entire continent into darkness. So I will not comment on it, but that's a pretty big risk.
Yeah.
Shock-
Especially considering like they decided to to nuke it in a very short amount of time. Like, who did the calculations? Like,
I know.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, we can nuke it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have to go through lots of things before you can just nuke things. I don't think that's how it works.
And let's not even count the fact that Superman was punching him into outer space.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he
it's
wasn't
like, it
winning that
wasn't-
fight.
Yeah, it wasn't a threat.
Like,
I feel like they were just like, I know, let's try and take out Superman as well.
Like, I would have believed this far more if they tried to nuke General Zod's ship. I would believe that a lot more.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was there for a while.
Yeah, they never even considered that in the first movie, so it's like, oh, okay.
In this one, it's like, oh, we're gonna fast track the nukes, bro. It's like, oh, Jesus, okay.
Sure.
But surprise, surprise, Doomsday comes down, levels up again, and Superman is still out in space. Looking, little less worse for wear. Kind of skeletal, but you know what? Nothing a brief tan won't fix.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love how Batman thinks, oh, maybe I can do something. And I'm like, Batman, you're not going to do anything here. Please don't try. It's like,
Yeah, Batman, just stay back.
like, I appreciate the effort. I'll give you an
You
A star
just
for
chill.
effort. But
Yeah.
you're not going to do anything here.
I think
And-
Batman has got a bit of the Red Cross complex. He needs to save people, otherwise he's not happy.
Yeah.
Wait, but that's not true because he overkills people in car
Oh, that's also
chases.
true.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's selective Red Cross.
Yeah.
But you know what? Batman has the bright idea to bring the creature back to Gotham because that's where the spear is. And I'm thinking, it's in an island, minding its own fucking business. How's about you go back, pick up the spear, come back, and finish the job?
Well, you
Yeah.
ask someone to go get the spear for you. I mean,
He's in a jet. He's got plenty of time,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like,
just fly over, grab it, and come back.
and even if he can't do it, he's got a gas grenade thing, so shoot it, weakens, stab it, and get the fuck out, At least try that. You might lose a leg or two, but at least you'll win.
Yeah, give it a go. Nom. Sorry.
You're welcome. But Superman transforms, has the red eyes because he's pissed off,
Yeah.
and Batman gets his Batwing thing fucked, and he can't get out, and he's right in the way of Doomsday, and it's like, oh no, Batman might die, but do not worry, Wonder Woman comes along and saves him.
Yeah. And then we get
Yay.
Wonder Woman theme tune.
Yeah. And do you know what? I love Wonder Woman in this fight. I'm not
Me
even
too.
lying. I love
Yeah.
her in this fight. But
This is probably the best fight she ever has in the entirety of Wonder Woman stuff.
yeah, absolutely. Well, at least in live
she
action,
was
Jesus.
so cool
Yeah.
here. She was so cool. in
She
this
was
film.
so cool in this film. This is the only film where I enjoy Wonder Woman. The rest of the time, I'm just like, this is a completely different character and you are not cool. What's going on? What happened? Where'd your cool go?
There's actually a Marvel character I feel the exact same way about as I do Wonder Woman, and that's Black Panther, because he was so cool in the Russo brothers film, but in his own film, he's kind of naff.
I see what you mean.
I haven't seen Black Panther yet, so I don't know.
I have a lot of narrative issues with that film.
It's good. I had a good time with it. Also, it's got really good music in it. Got
The
that
music
going
is
for it.
fun, I'll give you that, but oh my god, like, the world of Wakanda just makes no sense. Story for another time, though.
I mean, yeah, we can talk about it when we do a Marvel run if you want.
Yeah, like, we're doing X-Men next, and after that, we've got plenty of Marvel stuff to get through, so the Marvel arc is going to be rich. And might take us
Yeah.
years.
I mean, maybe we could sort of like veto ones we don't particularly want to talk about, I
Yeah,
guess.
I
Because we've
suppose.
not done the entire DC ones, we've just done leading up to
Yeah.
Justice League, so
Yeah, maybe we
Maybe.
can do one Marvel, one indie film, one DC, one indie film, mix it up or something like
Something.
that. Just so that we've got
Yeah.
something aside from just the comic book stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. we'll decide on what to do about that in due time. Believe you me, it shall happen.
Yeah. Behind the scenes again.
Yeah. But fucking hell. So Superman comes down, right? Punches Doomsday and levels an entire factory through an explosion. And I'm like, Clark, the fuck's up with you on destroying factories, man?
Collateral, man.
Man of Steel, it was a factory with Zod. Now he punches Doomsday into a factory, and I'm like, Clark, please, just think about collateral damage a little bit. At least Wonder Woman tried.
Yeah, he just hates factories.
I know, right? He watched Metropolis one too many times.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's gotta go. I can't anymore. I can't let this happen. We
That
need
is
to
the
get
film,
rid
right?
of the means of production. I think so, yeah.
The German film Metropolis?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Because I was
They
well
made it-
confused.
They made it into an anime film
This is
as
true.
well.
Tezuka
And I watched
Osamu.
that.
It was very good.
Yeah, I watched that before I watched the actual Metropolis, so I was like,
Genuinely,
oh,
same
this
here.
is weird.
Genuinely, same here. But yeah, Tezuka Osamu, who also did Astro Boy way back in the day.
Oh, nice.
Also did Dororo, which is a very good anime. Highly recommend. Anyway,
Sorry for the tangent, guys.
Lois Lane tosses the spear into the water, and I half expected Aquaman to fish it out for her, but
Yeah, that would have been funny.
like Jason Momoa coming out going, "What's up? You dropped this," and then just dives back in. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Bye now.
But I kind of love the interaction that Wonder Woman has, where it's like, I've killed things from other worlds before, and I'm like, when though? Because
Yeah.
you've had
Are
two
you
films.
Are you talking about the magic dildo?
Or maybe you're talking about the Zack Snyder universe where you might have done something.
Yeah.
Interesting, at least. Which is, well, I mean, fucking hell. Then again, like, Zack did have story credits in Wonder Woman, so hell, fucking, I don't even know what to think about this universe anymore. It's just a mess.
It's broken.
But you know what? There was
Go
something.
on.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Did
Hello.
someone say something?
I think
I started, but then I said, go on, Dylan.
Oh no. Say your piece first.
No, I was saying about the story, like the nitty-gritty story of Wonder Woman of the first film. The story, like the events, would have made sense,
Yeah.
I think, if they were written well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because we were talking about how it could have been handled during our conversation as well, weren't we? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think because he didn't have any screenwriting credits, he just had story credits. So I'm guessing he just had basic plot outlines and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, the writing was still terrible. So,
Yeah.
but I was actually watching a commentary of Zack talking about this film, and this image, he goes into his reasoning on why he wanted Wonder Woman to be at the forefront. And his reasoning was because at this point in time, she is the oldest and she is the most experienced, so it makes sense that she'd be the one to lead the charge against a monster that both Clark and Bruce Wayne has no experience in fighting in, whereas she does have experience fighting monsters. And I thought that was really cool logic.
It's
Yeah,
very cool.
it is really cool. But also, I would have liked to see her fight monsters
I know,
in some
right?
other films.
Because
Yeah, like
That's
why
what-
did we get that in Wonder Woman 84? Give us a monster. That would have been cool.
that
Not
one
cheetah.
line, literally, that one line in this film does more for your imagination than anything we've gotten practically. It's mental.
Yeah. Like when I first saw that and heard that line, I was like, "Oh, what are we gonna get in Wonder Woman? It's gonna be so cool." And then, meh.
We got Nazis on
So
steroids and a
disappointing.
dildo.
Yeah.
Oh, not even Nazis, just German soldiers on steroids and a dildo.
General Ludendorff.
Ludendorff, enough! Oh my god. But oh my god. Okay, so you know when Doomsday levels up, he levels an entire block.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's leveling up again in this moment while they're getting ready to fight, and Batman ducks under a rock to protect himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So genuinely, like, he ducks under, and oh my god, this is the image that comes directly after. I'm setting it now, and I'm just
Okay.
thinking, oh, Batman, you're adorable. You did not survive that.
Yeah.
You're dead.
It's like you hiding under a rock does not matter when that's the image.
Yeah, it's like you are dead. Sorry.
And Lois gets trapped underwater.
Oh no. I feel like the second part of the film is just Lois damsel.
Lois turns into a hardcore damsel in the third act. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks because the first two acts you got Lois doing shit, like things that
Yeah.
makes no sense, but she's doing stuff.
Yeah, and being a journalist even. She just
You're
turns
shitting a
into
journal. Oh my god. Yeah,
That's her new power. She can just morph into a book now.
I'd watch that.
Maybe she can.
That'd
mean-
be cool.
Oh,
If the Flash is involved.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a superpower. I can transform into a book. And you can read me.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
I think Lois just got tired. She was like, I've done all the work in the first part. Now just let me rest.
Yeah, just let me have a nap.
Yeah. But it's
Superman will save me. It's fine.
yeah, just give it time. He'll save me. But like in this fight with Doomsday, for the first half of it, Batman is doing nothing because he literally can't.
Yeah, he's like, do you guys like? I feel like he's the guy on the sideline, you know, in
He's
like
the
a
third wheel.
like a sporting event or something. He's like, I'll be here for moral support.
He's
I'll
the
cheer you
third wheel
on."
on a date. That's what he
Oh
is.
yeah,
So it's like Superman and Wonder Woman fighting Doomsday, and Batman just going with his pom poms. You can do
Yay!
it. Group hug in
He's
the
like-
showers tonight.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, right? But this visual, let me just copy and paste it so you know what I'm talking about. I would hang up this visual on a wall.
See,
It's cool.
it's loading. I still don't see it. I just see two tiny dots. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Like,
In
I'd
a
hang that
way,
up on a wall.
reminds me-
That
in
would
a
be
way,
a cool thing on
reminds
a
me of
wall.
this.
Oh, sorry.
In a way, it reminds me of this. Wait, I'm googling something. I'm finding something.
Oh my god.
She's finding things.
Yeah. But
But yeah, that is a perfect desktop screen right there.
So finally, Clark hears Lois banging on the wall, and that's what makes him go, oh my god, Lois is in trouble, I'm gonna save her. Finds out that the spear is
Yeah.
underwater, grabs the spear. Do you know
Yeah.
what?
It's very
Genuinely,
much like that.
yeah. Let me just copy and paste so people know what is being talked about.
It's I think this is the universal judgment of in the Sistine Chapel
Oh, okay.
by Michelangelo
Oh, yeah, okay.
as part of it. I think this is it. It should be
Ah.
this. Otherwise, I'm being a bad Italian right now. For not knowing this.
I will take your word for it because I don't know much about it.
Oh my god, stop. It's genuinely like, by mistake, I had the picture play on VLC, so it just completely fucked me over with where I am in the film. But it
Oh,
also
no.
showed my desktop, which is just a really cute picture of Tsubasa Honda just smiling. And I'm like, oh.
Aw.
Good. Oh.
So, yeah, Tsubasa Honda is just an absolute sweetheart. Just, future ex-wife.
Future ex-wife.
Oh. But yeah, she's in a few of my few films that I really like. She's in the live action adaptation of Blue Spring Ride in Japan. So
Oh, cool.
she played Winry in the live action fucking
Full Metal.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist
Oh, cool.
film. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Everything okay?
Yeah. It's just plenty of Winry.
Lots of Winry.
Anywho, yeah. So now that you know, I've stopped being autismy. Oh, so before Clark gives his "You Are My World" speech, where's my mouse key? There we go. We get to see Batman evading Doomsday, and I'm not gonna lie, like Batman trying to stay alive fighting against Doomsday is the most tense I've been in this film because
Oh yeah, it's
there are
like,
so
oh
many
my god, he
stakes.
could die.
Like Batman, like Wonder Woman and Superman, they'll be fine, but Batman's not gonna be all right. So
Yeah.
No, like if Doomsday lands enough hits on him, he could kill him. So
one
it's like,
hit
oh
will
my
do.
god, yeah.
I was thinking Alfred is gonna have so much patching up to do.
Yeah.
Alfred's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Bruce, can you just bring it back once without any scratches on it? Oh my, Alfred is like Q from James Bond. Oh, for God's sake,
He
Bond.
is. Come on, stop it! Stop breaking my toys.
But oh my god, okay, so this moment, right? I'm so glad it stopped in this particular moment. So Superman is doing his "You are my world, I'm gonna protect you, I choose Earth," and I'm like, I thought you already chose Earth, but okay, you do you, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. You choose Earth again? Okay.
Yeah. But this frame of Wonder Woman smiling as she's fighting Doomsday, I'm like, holy shit, that's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
one of the really cool aspects about Wonder Woman that I really like in the team up films, or the team up comics and animated films, is that she's very competitive naturally because she grew up in a warrior society.
Yeah.
So she
Makes
loves
sense.
a challenge. And seeing this monster as a challenge is really in character with her because she hates to lose. So
Yeah.
that's such a cool way of actually showing Wonder Woman as Wonder Woman. And then you realize, oh, but then she's never the same again
Yeah.
in her own films.
It's such a shame because this set her up as a really interesting character, and it would have been so cool. And it's just very sad to think that she just got done dirty in her own movies.
I think they did it because they wanted her to be a figure that was kind of completely, how can I say, uh, a lighter figure for kids. I
Oh
think this was
yeah.
the main
Gotcha.
reason.
I do feel like maybe they tried to, I don't know if I'm using this word right, virtue signal with her.
Possibly.
Because it seems like in her movies they're trying to push the female empowerment
There's
angle.
a definitive political agenda in her films, in her solo
Yeah,
films.
that's kind of what I
Especially
was.
in 84.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't have a problem with, but it just seems,
Write it well. That's all I ask.
yeah, it's not been written very well, and it just,
Like, I think the week
It's just
before
bad.
that, Amy, the two of us spoke about Promising Young Woman, and that has a very definitive political agenda, but at least the writing holds up.
yeah, definitely.
That's a tangent for another time, but holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've had enough of Promising Young Woman now. Like, I
Yeah.
watched it the once and I enjoyed it, but I was like, I'm not going to enjoy it again.
Yeah, that's a one and done film. It's
Yeah,
good, but yeah.
It's very depressing and just, yeah.
So at this point, Superman grabs hold of the spear, and Wonder Woman is holding on to Doomsday. And we get the death of Superman.
Superman dead.
And I'm thinking,
Rip.
wow, 2 films into your universe and you kill Superman.
Ballsy.
Wow. But you know what? I'm wondering, because moments earlier, Wonder Woman cut Doomsday's hand off.
Yeah.
So,
She did.
Wonder Woman's blade, whatever it is, can cut through this Kryptonian. So, why not Superman and Batman use their, gadgets and strength to hold Doomsday down, and Wonder Woman can just chop its head off.
Done. Yeah.
See, that's the logical thing. But the metaphor.
Metaphor, it must be he die.
Yeah, he's sacrificing his life for the betterment of humanity or some shit like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and the way the death scene is done as well. Have you guys seen Excalibur from the 80s with Liam Neeson?
I don't know.
No, I
Maybe.
haven't seen it.
That's fine. But the final death scene is the exact same between the two characters, where one gets stabbed and the other uses the person that is stabbing him to stab the person right back, and they both die together.
Oh, gotcha.
And Excalibur is also the film that Bruce Wayne is watching with his parents in the opening of the film. So hey, plant and payoff, I guess.
Oh. Reference.
Reference. But yeah, Superman dies by killing Doomsday. And this is where the Christian imagery peaks hardcore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because, I mean, oh my god, it just happened to land. Like, on the one hand, you've got it's almost like this is the crucifixion field, and they're helping Superman down, much like how they brought Jesus down from his crucifixion. And
It
then,
reminds me of. Go on, I'll send what statue reminds me of.
oh, cool. And then there's also the aspect of using the spear to kill the god figure, much like the spear of destiny. So that's why it was a spear and not anything else. Oh, yeah, that's a great picture,
Yeah,
Ilaria.
definitely. I'm getting them vibes from it.
It's I think in English it's called the Piet, something like that. In Italian it's the Pietà by Michelangelo. This one is in the Vatican.
Oh. Fancy.
Nice. I'll just put it for the fellows on the podcast to see. But yes, it's that. But yeah. Oh, we're like 10 minutes away. I promise we're almost done.
Oh, I know.
But Lois is broken up about it. You know, Batman's kind of bummed out about it. Wonder Woman's kind of bummed out about it. And oh my
Everyone's
god.
bummed out.
Like, genuinely, sending another picture your way.
Ooh, I like pictures.
Pictures all the way. Boom.
This could be like from going back to references to the Bible and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because you've got the
definitely.
crosses on the top left, you've got the Trinity, you've got the Christ figure, you've got the Mary figure, you've got the disciples. Like,
Yeah.
it's all.
Actually, do you know? This is like if we go really into it, Batman could be Peter, because Peter before Jesus died, he kind of I don't know what the word is in English, but basically he betrayed with words Jesus for 3 times. So it could be the fact that they were very much friends as Batman and Superman. In other things they team up, and in this one is basically being one against the other, almost as if Bruce was kind of not wanting to admit he had a connection with Superman or a past with Superman in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only know the bare minimum when it comes to the stories of Christianity in the Bible. So I'm glad you brought something to the table there, because I just recognize the imagery.
I recognize the imagery, but I have a zero knowledge of Bible in this.
I had to go for I think 8 years to Sunday school.
Oh, jeez,
Oh, no.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So to me, this type of stuff, it's very I can recall it also because in Italian art is very frequent. So I've discussed it a lot, and also when Jesus died on the cross, there was another woman there. I don't remember who she was, but there was another woman there who was kind of a figure, if I remember well, a figure who was supporting Mary.
Hmm.
I don't remember who she was though. But yeah, so this is kind of it reminds me of it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, if it wasn't on the
It's
nose
fascinating.
before.
Yeah, it's fascinating, like learning that stuff though, because obviously I don't know it. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Yeah.
No worries.
But you know what? We're in the home stretch. 10
We
minutes.
can do it,
10
guys.
minutes. So, oh yeah, extended cut material. We get a setup of Lex Luthor talking to Steppenwolf, who is the villain
yeah.
of Justice League, and letting them know that the invasion is coming for Earth. Yeah, hey.
Mhm.
And that's it. And then we get to the Lex Luthor being shaved part. So, the world is mourning. Streets are empty. Buildings are empty. Everyone is gathered in the streets for Superman's funeral. And then Clark Kent's close family are at the farm burying Clark. So the film starts and ends with a funeral.
Ooh.
And you know what I love about this funeral? The priest he spoke to in the first film is here doing the eulogy.
That's cool.
And Ginger Bro from the Man of Steel film is also back, just hanging around. And I'm like, hey, Pink
Returning
Ross,
character.
welcome. But yeah, it turns out that Clark was actually going to propose to Lois, but unfortunately, you know,
He did.
a bump on the road came up.
Yeah.
And then they, oh fuck, what's the hymn they played during this funeral?
I can't remember.
Fuck.
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace,
That's
that's it. So they're playing Amazing Grace during the funeral. So yeah, I find it kind of interesting how, you know, in the city they're having the big parade and stuff like that, and they're honoring him as a soldier. And
Yeah.
Diana makes the comparison that they don't know how else to honor him besides a soldier because that's all they knew him to do. And then on the farm, the intimate place, it's Clark, the person that's being buried.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really interesting contrast to the way people see Clark Kent and Superman. But yeah, it's interesting how a lot of this funeral scene in Kansas mirrors a lot of the funeral scene at the start because Bruce Wayne is the ever-present figure throughout both of them.
Yeah.
And one represents Bruce Wayne's downfall, and one represents Bruce Wayne's quote-unquote reincarnation.
Yeah. Kinda.
From a mental aspect, at least.
Yeah. I get it.
But yeah, we get set up for Justice League because we gotta get the team together, and Diana
Yeah.
left the world 100 years ago because of horrors, which we know to be false now.
It's like you lying, Diana.
Oh my god. Like, it's fascinating how these films exist, but they don't actually acknowledge each other.
Yeah, it's like they're two different. Let's just call it a multiverse thing and call it a day.
It's like if Lord of the Rings Fellowship has nothing to do with Two Towers. It's weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think they will justify it with the Flash film.
With the Flash, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Flash.
not kidding. I seriously think they will do it because everyone now realizes that there are pieces missing or stuff that doesn't translate from one film to the other.
Absolutely.
So I think they're just gonna go. At one point, there will be a montage of Flash time traveling and kind of changing a little some things, and then we cut to scenes of the films, and you go like, "Oh shit, I've changed it," and it goes back.
The endgame paradox, I'd like to call it.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, because the point of Flashpoint to begin with was to, reset the universe to begin with. So it really wouldn't surprise me if that is what they're just gonna do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when you fuck up so hard,
Get the Flash to fix it.
yeah. Oh, but you know what? This quote. Copyright. Fucking hell! I gotta be careful how much of the film I play. But I'll get a
Yeah.
screenshot as well. But in Superman's funeral, where everyone's gathered around, there's the candles and all around. This quote on his grave: "If you seek his monument, look around you." That this is because like I studied this point in history, but during the London burnings in 1600s, I think, when London burned
Yeah.
to the ground, there was an architect named Christopher Wren who rebuilt a significant portion of London. So
Gotcha.
when he died, instead of having a gravestone, they put a plaque where he's buried, and it's like, if you seek his monument, look around you, because he built so much of London from scratch after the London burning. So
That's
yeah,
quite cool.
if you want to know about shankings and obscure London history, you know the place to come to.
Yeah.
But so the next scene I find odd in its placement because it's going back to Lex Luthor and Batman talking,
Oh
once
yeah.
again setting up Justice League, and I'm just thinking, why wasn't this scene done just after Lex Luthor gets his head shaved off?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
now it's really disjointing the heartfelt moment with
Yeah.
Clark and his sacrifice and inserting setup for the next film. This should have been two
Yeah.
scenes earlier.
It should have. Isn't there like an extended part where he basically goes, "You're going to Arkham.
Yeah,
Have fun."
yeah. Batman is sending Lex Luthor to Arkham. In fact, I would have just cut the scene altogether. It's unnecessary. That's my argument. Because
Yeah, I mean,
everything is already
why?
established in the previous scenes.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna see Luther in Arkham Asylum. Or do we see that? I don't know.
I don't know. The Schneider cut is, all bets are off.
Yeah.
But,
I was asking, like, do we see that in the theatrical?
no, he just comes in the
Okay.
post-credit scene in a yacht. Don't know how he got there, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Less said about that cut, the better. But before we get one last bazinga of Lex Luthor having actually turned the painting upside down from earlier because the devils come from the skies above.
Yeah.
Metaphor.
Um,
But yeah, and then we end the film with Superman rising from the ashes. Maha.
Like a phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is the
Well,
film.
we get some floaty gravel to suggest he's still alive.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, so that is Batman v Superman. And we covered it in a cool 6 hours.
Yay!
Which, compared to the context of, like, it's the longest film we've covered so far, but it also comparatively took us the least amount of time.
Also, my list is as follows: Man of Steel at the top, Batman versus Superman, Wonder Woman 84. And I never thought that would happen.
See, for consistency and the sheer amount of the lack. So, I enjoyed more things in Batman v Superman unironically, and there's a lot more consistency in its narrative than any of the other films we've spoken about so far. So for that reason, BVS is on top, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, and then 84.
Fair enough. I
Ilaria.
feel like
sorry.
it's the acting for me. Just-
Oh, like, yeah, fair. But would you say that narratively it's more cohesive than the other three?
I would say so, yeah, but I feel like personally I would put it under Man of
Okay,
Steel
fair enough.
in terms of personal enjoyment.
Gotcha. Ilaria, where do you stand in these films?
For me, I have to say though, I haven't seen Man of Steel in a long time. But for me, I think it's BVS. Then BVS, Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, and then Wonder Woman 84.
Look at
Fair
us.
enough.
Who would have thought that BVS would have been either 1 or 2 in our lists at the start of this
I know.
experiment?
Yeah.
I was fully expecting it to be at the bottom, but then again, Wonder Woman 84 was there, so I was like, maybe it'll be above Wonder Woman 84.
Holy shit! This entire journey is full of hot takes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, that is our conclusion on the conversation of Batman v Superman. Like, I'm glad that even though it was kind of, we were bursting through with minimal tangents, that we did cover everything as far as I'm concerned. Do you guys
Yeah.
feel you've covered
Yeah.
everything you wanted to in this
Yeah.
film?
Yep.
Cool. So, as promised, we'll end this stream with the wholesome story I have to tell you.
Wholesome story.
So, yesterday, after we finished our recording of BVS, I
Okay.
went on Twitter, and that's always a bad idea because Twitter's a cesspool most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
usually.
the first thing I saw was Zack Snyder putting out the final trailer for Justice League. And I was like, oh,
Ooh.
okay. So I watched it. It was fun. It was a cool trailer. But on it was a hashtag and it said for autumn. And I was like, oh, what's for autumn? And then
Oh,
it's like, oh, it's a couple of days
Yeah.
removed from the 4th anniversary of Autumn Schneider's,
Yeah.
untimely death, unfortunately. And when I clicked on the For Autumn hashtag, there were just a stream of people just wishing all the best, and then loads of people promoting, suicide prevention charities and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
multiple announcements of live streams where Zach is going to be a part of some of them, where they're going to be generating money to donate and stuff like that. And everything surrounding Justice League and all of it just made me realize, holy shit, like, when was the last time something so positive was surrounding a film where the fans were so
Yeah.
passionate about it, you know? Like, I'd have to say,
Yeah.
like, in the 60s with Star Trek Season 3 or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So-
That's
Yeah.
really cute. That's really wholesome.
Yeah. And then
On Twitter as well.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's nice to see Twitter not being a mob. It's just nice to see Twitter being used for like nice things and just supporting.
Then I was actually
Very
reading something related to the Justice League film as well, because I'm on Vero as well, and it was a screenshot from Vero, if I'm remembering it correctly, and Zach was just explaining the reason why he used Hallelujah, the song, in the trailer, and why there's a cover of it in the Justice League film is because it was Autumn's favorite song. And I
Yeah.
was just in
I heard
tears, just like, oh my god. So, regardless of the quality of this film, everything surrounding it is just so positive. Like, I can't remember the last time something like that has happened.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very sweet.
I think one thing that we also discussed previously in this podcast was that Schneider he does like really nice visuals and everything, but I think his most important quality is that he puts his art in.
Yeah. He cares
Absolutely.
about it.
Like-
I am very happy to say I was wrong in having a problem with him. Like, that there really isn't anything I can think of that I don't like about him now.
Oh, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially when it's a change for the better, which we really
Yeah.
have today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, on that note, with that amount of positivity, just in case you guys are interested, on the 17th, Zack Schneider is going to be on a live stream with Geeks and Gamers raising money for suicide prevention in America. So, I'm going to be watching it in case you guys want to watch it as well. Just putting it out
Cool.
there. Not
I
paid
will
to promote
probably-
it, but
I
I'm
will
just going to be
probably
watching
check
it.
Cool.
But yes, our journey is complete, and now it is only the behemoth that is Zack Snyder's Justice League in our way. Where will it
Oh.
stand? Imagine if it's the best of them.
That'd be
Oh,
cool. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it's good.
I'm hoping so as well.
Considering
Genuinely.
it's 4 hours, it's like it better be good because I'm gonna be really mad if it's not.
It's a chungus of a film, so
Yeah.
but for any of you who are still watching, thank you so much, and we hope you have enjoyed these conversations so far. Next week,
Uh-huh.
for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking Justice League because of the sheer scale of the film. So after that, we'll do something different, I promise.
Yeah.
So
After that, we will definitely change what we're talking about.
yeah. So
You
without
just
further
gotta.
oh, go
Sorry.
on.
So you just gotta deal with a bunch of Justice League episodes first.
Yeah, and we will be going through every frame of it. Believe you me. Because that's what we usually do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, without further ado, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for the both of you for joining us. It was really, really cool talking to you guys about these films because you guys have helped me notice things that I missed in the film, so that's always really cool to see. So thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So, ta-ta, cheerio, goodbye everyone.
Oh, bye-bye now.
Bye.